AgWeek Weather is sponsored by Bremer Bank. Connect with a banker today at bremer.com.
The weather is beautiful here today in Sweden, but how's the weather back in the Midwest? Here's our Agri-weather outlook.
To the weather portion of Ag Week, I'm meteorologist Jesse Ritka. We are tracking finally a bit more of a pattern break from this soggy stretch we've been in. Not going to say it's going to be completely dry, but a lot drier time, especially as we head into next week. We'll take a look at the summer outlook as well as some of those summer temperatures returning to the forecast, as well as the outlook for June as far as wildfires are concerned, especially up in Canada, some of that smoke making its way into the Midwest. But it has certainly been a very wet week last week. Take a look at all the rainfall across portions of South Dakota, Minnesota, and North Dakota, all those areas shaded in yellow, showing 2 to 3 inches of rain last week. Spots in Omaha picking up over 4 inches across parts of Iowa from the thunder showers that brought severe weather to Iowa last week, bring anywhere from 3 to 4+ inches of rainfall there. At least that is the location that does need a little bit of the rain. You can see on the drought monitor as of last week, very dry across Kansas, stretching into Nebraska and into portions of Iowa, stretching into southern Minnesota and into Wisconsin. Still a little abnormally dry across northern North Dakota and Minnesota. However, the recent rains helping a little bit as far as that is concerned. We've also been in a bit of a cool pattern lately. However, that will be changing as we head throughout the rest of the holiday weekend. The cool air kind of sticks on top of North Dakota, Minnesota, and into the Great Lakes Basin. As we get into next week, however, we'll start to see a nice little ridge building, especially off to the west. That's going to bring heat, a lot of temperatures in the 90s, even hundreds closer to the Vegas area. We'll be seeing that ridge make its way farther up to the north and into Canada and into portions of Manitoba by the middle of the week, and that will bring temperatures back into the 70s across the Dakotas, even some 80s as that warm air continues to sink around and stick around for a good chunk of the end of next week. The areas across the Ohio River Valley will be stuck in the cool weather, a little chance for some slightly more wet weather across the Ohio River Valley as well. That does coordinate as well with the Climate Prediction Center. You can see the below average temperatures across there. Warmer temperatures off to the west as far as rainfall precipitation goes, pretty close to average. Here's a look at the summer outlook though, with the exception of the upper Midwest. Basically everyone looks to be above average. This just means we have equal chances around North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota of being at or above average or below average as well. As far as the precipitation looks like for the entire summer, the Climate Prediction Center forecasting below average precipitation across South Dakota, stretching down all the way into portions of the desert Southwest. And of course, with this dry precipitation forecast, that will only add insult to injury for the wildfire potential across most of the northern and western sections of Canada, looking at a good chance to see above average fire action up there. And so that could mean a slightly smokier June, especially around our neck of the woods.